What you're about to hear might sound like something straight out of science fiction. We're talking about a single pill that's being looked at for its potential to help with a bunch of very different, very serious brain diseases. It's a wild idea for sure, but the science behind it is absolutely fascinating.
So let's just start with that massive question right there. What if one single pill could actually target the core problems in diseases as different as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and even a rare condition called Rett syndrome? It sounds almost impossible, right? But believe it or not, it's a very real path researchers are exploring as we speak.
So the drug at the center of all this buzz is called Blarcamesine. You might also see it called by its less catchy scientific name, Anavex 273. But don't worry about the name. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how this thing might work, using plain and simple English. So how on earth could one little pill possibly do so much? To really get the solution, we first have to understand the problem. And I think the best way to picture what's going on is to imagine your brain as an office that's just in total, utter chaos. Picture it. Your brain is the world's messiest office. The phones are down, emails aren't sending, nothing is getting done. That's kind of what's happening on a cellular level in diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. Now, Blarcamesine is theorized to be like that expert IT person who just strolls in, calmly finds the one core system error, and gets the whole network back online and running smoothly again. Let's dig into the actual science behind that it fix. It really all comes down to something you could call the brain's own internal reset button. So deep inside each of your brain cells, your neurons, there's this thing called the sigma-1 receptor. Just think of it as the cell's master controller, or its reset button. When it's working right, it helps the cell manage stress, produce energy, and talk clearly to its neighbors. It is absolutely essential for a healthy brain. So what's going wrong? Well, in a lot of these brain diseases, that sigma-1 reset button basically gets jammed up. It gets stuck. And when it can't function, it causes this whole cascade of other problems. And this is where Blarcamesine is designed to step in. You can think of it like WD-40 for your neurons. The idea is that it targets that jammed up receptor, gets it working again, and boom, the cell's systems are restored and the communication lines are clear. And this unique approach is exactly why there's so much excitement bubbling up in the scientific community. The early results we've seen from clinical studies have been incredibly promising across a whole range of different conditions. And this is what's really turning heads. The early results aren't just for one disease. In some Alzheimer's trials, patients have reportedly shown improvements in their thinking and daily life. For Rett syndrome, which is a very tough, rare disorder, some children showed progress in their ability to communicate. And in Parkinson's studies, some patients saw better movement. To see potential positive signs across such different illnesses is really unusual. It's what makes this drug such a big deal. It makes total sense why some people have started calling this thing the Swiss Army knife of brain medicine. Because instead of just being a tool for one specific job, by targeting a fundamental piece of machinery like the sigma-1 receptor, it has the potential to be this incredibly versatile tool for a whole bunch of different neurological problems. But with all of that excitement, and there is a lot of it, it is absolutely essential that we take a big step back here and inject a very serious dose of reality into this conversation.
No, seriously. Before anyone's hopes get too high, we need to be crystal clear about this next part.
Here is the crucial takeaway. Blarcamesine is still an experimental drug. It's experimental. It has not been approved by the FDA or any other regulatory agency anywhere. Researchers are still doing the hard work to figure out its long-term effectiveness and its full safety profile. So the road ahead is still very, very long. Okay, with that important reality check in place, let's zoom back out and look at the bigger picture again. Because if, and that's a big if this drug does succeed, it could represent a massive shift in how we think about treating brain diseases altogether. For decades, so many treatments for brain diseases have focused on just managing the symptoms. It's kind of like running around patching leaks in the ceiling as they pop up. The approach with Blarcamesine is totally different. The goal here isn't to patch the leaks. It's to fix the underlying plumbing, to upgrade the whole operating system of the cell to make it stronger and more resilient. To put it another way, it's like your brain has been running on a clunky, outdated operating system, like an old Windows 95 computer. This therapy isn't just an antivirus program, it's meant to be a full system upgrade to a brand new, super efficient MacBook. And the best part? It's designed to do all of that without losing your precious files, your memories, your personality, everything that makes you, you. All right, to start wrapping things up, let's just end with a few quick, kind of fun facts about this whole area of research.
So, first off, beyond being a reset button, some research suggests the sigma-1 receptor is also involved in stress relief, so it might just be your brain's own built-in chill button. Second, like we said, it is incredibly rare for a single drug to even be tested for this many different conditions. And finally, come on, you have to admit, Blarcamesine sounds less like a pharmaceutical and more like a magic spell you'd hear in a wizard movie.
So that really brings us to the final bottom line question, doesn't it? Is blarcamesine actually a revolutionary therapy that could help rewire the brain? Or is it just another promising idea that ends up as an overhyped headline? Well, only more time and a lot more rigorous science will give us the answer. But for now, the hope it represents is very real, and it's a story we'll all be watching very, very closely.